So here are the starting lineups for both teams today. First, for the visiting ladies of Centenary College, it'll be number 9, Alyssa Davis, number 12, Liz Lowe, number 13, Marichelle Claren Jante, number 16, Elizabeth Epley, number 17, Lauren Kelly, number 27, Jalen St. Martin, and number 31, the libero, is Tori Ligman. On the Crusaders side, it'll be number 2, Lainey Doyle, number 7, Abby Medico, number 8, Chloe Logan, number 9, Peyton Beza, number 13, Andriella Wagner, number 18, Deja White, and the libero for the Crusaders today is number 6, Elise Annabelle. So the two teams getting ready to start. Taking the floor as Deja White will be who comes off for the Crusaders as Annabelle the libero comes in. And number 17, Lauren Kelly, is the one that comes off for libero Tori Ligman for the ladies. So Centenary to serve first, attacking right to left. Dallas in white and the ladies in maroon as Dallas scores first. Elise Annabelle on the serve. Set up for Doyle, as that's going to be hit out of bounds. Point for Centenary. Dallas setting up Medico. Dig there by Davis. Over and point for the ladies, as that was number 13, Claren Jante. I believe it was number 9, Alyssa Davis on the serve. And that's going to be a point for Dallas, as that is tipped off of a defender. And coming in for Peyton Beza, it's number 19, Isabel Garcia for the Crusaders. Point for Centenary. Serve is going to be by Epley, setting up Deja White down the middle. Blocked, kept alive. Centenary just has to put it over. Medico setting up White again. Easily defended. Attack from the far side is defended by Dallas. Now Garcia now from the far side. Blocked, but out of bounds, and a point for Dallas. Sub coming into the game for Centenary. Number 16, Elizabeth Epley, comes out, and Lauren Kelly comes back in. Attack from the far side, block at the net, but kept alive and out of bounds anyway. So a point for Centenary, and that's going to be a kill for St. Martin, as number 28, Aubrey Salazar, comes into the game, as well as number 11, J.C. Proctor. Medico setting up White, blocked, but out of bounds. That was Lowe and Kelly at the net on the attempted block. Behind the back attack by Salazar. And that's going to be a point for Dallas. That was tipped out of bounds off of Centenary. Deja White on the serve. Far side attack. And that's going to get in a kill for Lauren Kelly. And now served by Lowe. Setting up Cassie Dayub, number 12 for the Crusaders. As she gets the kill, Beza will come back into the game for Garcia. And Peyton Beza will take the serve. Set up, and on the near side, it's going to be a kill for Davis. Little dink over the net, tipped off of the Crusader defenders and out of bounds for the point. Six-hour score. It's been tight here early, and that goes off of the ceiling, and that's going to land for a point for Dallas. Serve by Logan. Set up near side for Davis and almost found a hole in the defense, but a great save by Beza. Setting up on the near side for Davis again, kept alive by the Crusaders. Attack by Doyle. Good rally going here by both teams, and the attack by Salazar is mishandled. Trying to break the rhythm of the rally, take the Crusaders off guard. Didn't work, but it was a good try. There was no one in that area. Probably would have succeeded had it just been a little bit higher. And a couple of subs in for Centenary. It's Clarin Jonte and St. Martin. And Andrella Wagner with the attack, defended by Centenary. Setting up Doyle, and that's defended. Davis now, and she finds a gap in the defense and a point for Centenary. 8-hour score. Doyle mishits it into the net, and a point for the ladies. Another point for the ladies, and I think this is the first time so far that a team has led by more than one. Setting up Abby Medico, and that's going to be long and out of bounds. Point for Centenary. Beza setting up Doyle, blocked at the net, but out of bounds. As that was Epley and St. Martin. Both were right there on the block and just deflected it a little bit too wide. And service ace for Dallas. As Elise Annabelle gets it back to a 1-point game, 11 to 10 hour score here in set number 1. St. Martin on the attack, as that's going to go over, and that's going to be a point for for Centenary, as Peyton Beza reached over the net, as that ball was very clearly on Centenary's side of the net. Attack by Abby Medico, and it's kept alive on the net. Popped back up in the air by Lowe. Centenary just has to put it over. No good. Spike attempt. Deja White. Attack defended. And point for Dallas, as Lowe was on the out-of-bounds side of that near line, right in front of the scorer's table. An impossible angle to try and get it by that antenna. So Dallas gets a point and gets it back to a 1-point game. And attacking error by St. Martin, and we're back tied at 12. Abby Medico getting ready to serve. Serving from the near corner, as the attack from Lowe is defended by Ilogin. Doyle now attacking the far side. Set up for Lowe. Blocked out of bounds. Point for the ladies. Serve is by Epley and Deja White. Ball popped up in the air, and it'll get down for the kill, as that was Epley diving in to try and keep it alive. Dayub in for Ilogin. And that's going to be a service error by Doyle, as it goes about 5 feet too long. And Salazar back into the game for Clarin Jante. J.C. Proctor with the left-handed serve, setting up Dayub on the far side, and defended by Lowe. Now Lowe is going to miss-hit that. She basically palmed that straight into the ground. Not a very good hit at all. And we're even again at 14, as Deja White will take the serve from the far side of the basketball paint. And that will be a point for Dallas. They will reclaim the lead. Deja White now moves a little bit closer to the far side of the volleyball court. Setting up Isabel Garcia with the attack, defended by Proctor. Andriela Wagner, defended by Proctor again. Attacked by Lowe, as that's, I believe, was on the wrong side of the antenna when it went over. So a point for Dallas, and this is the first time I believe that they've led by more than one. Dayub on the far side, blocked, kept alive by Dallas. Garcia now, easily defended. Ball to Dayub, who just puts it over. Salazar down the middle, attack by Kelly, defended by Dallas. Garcia now, and that's down. Just on the line, right about where the left elbow of the basketball court is. And Dallas now takes their largest lead of the game of 3 at 17-14. And just taking a quick look through the play-by-play so far. So Dallas did have an 8-6 lead at one point, which then got turned around on them by Centenary, going up 11-8. 5-point run. Now Dallas currently on a 4-point run, as they were down 14-13, now 17-14. So largest lead of the game for either team so far, as Deja White taking the serve. Dig by Davis, attack by Kelly, popped up in the air by White, kept alive by Dayoub, and Deja White won't be able to get it over. Falls a couple of feet short, goes under the net. And so point goes for Centenary as Deja White comes out for the libero, Elise Annabelle. Garcia's attack is blocked at the net by Kelly. And Centenary brings it back to 1. Serve to be taken by Lowe. Attack by Wagner as it came straight at Proctor, just threw her arms up to defend herself. And Dallas back up by 2. Salazar to Kelly. Popped up by Annabelle. Andriella Wagner with the attack as that will go out of bounds on the near side. And Epley into the game for Kelly. Tori Ligman taking the serve. Libero for the ladies, and that's going to be an attack and kill by Dayoub. And a couple of subs for the Crusaders. Doyle and Dayoub are coming out. Ilagan back in, and for the first time today, Rachel Firm into the game. Rachel Firm, number 20 for Dallas, as Ilagan setting up on the far side for the serve. Just gets it over, tipping off the net, and that will be a service ace for Dallas. So Dallas inching towards their first set win in several matches, as that's going to be a point for Centenary. Isabel Garcia unable to get a good hit behind that ball as it caroms off of her arms at an awkward angle out of bounds. Firm with the attack, that's defended by Davis. Now Davis with the attack. Firm to Garcia as that's going to be out of bounds. Just misses the line right in front of the Centenary bench. And it will be 2019. Serve from Claren Jante. Wagner blocked at the net, and it's going to be a point for the ladies as they tie it at 20. So Dallas trying to win their first set in a while as timeout is called. So we look at the Crusaders' schedule. Last time the Crusaders won a set was against McMurray, the match clinchers. They won that game against McMurray 3-1. But since then, they have been shut out since the beginning of September. So tight game, well played by both teams so far, as it's not been any more than 3 points in either direction, 3 points being the largest lead by both teams. Most recently by Dallas, who are up 20-17. Centenary looking to retake the lead. As Firm with the attack, she's blocked at the net by St. Martin. And a 4-point run for the ladies. Attack by Wagner. And there was no defense for that. Ligman just trying to defend herself, throwing her arms up, and it just ricochets out of bounds. And a miscommunication there by Centenary almost cost him. Dallas now with the attack. Firm, defended by Lowe. Attack now by Davis, as that's going to hit off of a Crusader and give the ladies the lead back. And the way this set has been going so far, it would not surprise me at all if we ended up in extra points. White blocked at the net. And miscommunication between Annabelle and Elogan. And now Centenary getting dangerously close to taking set number 1. As Dayub comes in for Elogan. Davis to serve. Set up for Medico, tries to dink it over. Great save by Ligman. Attack is blocked out of bounds. And a point for the ladies, who are now at match point. I guess I should say set point. And Davis setting up for White as she tries to hit it over softly. Firm now with the attack, defended by Lowe. Lowe now on the attack. Annabelle to Medico, as that's going to be a point for Dallas. As Isabel Garcia in for Peyton Beza. And Dallas here on a knife's edge here in the first set, 24-22. And point for Dallas. Error by the ladies as Dallas gets it back to 1 point. (24-23) here in the first set. Centenary needs 1 to clinch it, and it's going to be a point for the Crusaders. Centenary had a miscommunication. Several players thought someone else was going to get it. Finally, it falls to the floor, and Dallas now has tied it 24-24. So to extra points it will go, as that's going to be off of the net. Hitting error by Lowe, as that hit the top of the net and bounced back, finding an open spot on the floor. Wouldn't have mattered, since it was, if anyone touched it, it would have been 4 hits. So Dallas, 5 straight points, which I believe ties for the longest run in the game. Centenary had a run of 5. Centenary's had 2 runs of 5. Dallas, their best before now was 4. So Abby Medico, 5 straight points off of her serves for Dallas. Can they make it 6? And she's unable to, as that attack by St. Martin keeps the ladies alive as it's now 25-25. Elizabeth Epley to take this serve for the ladies. Setting up for Garcia. Long attack, blocked at the net, kept alive by Dallas, over by Dayub. St. Martin, Dayub with the diving save, and Garcia now with the attack. Attack by Kelly, and Dallas will just have to get it over, and that's gonna be down. Garcia finding an open spot on the floor, right in front of the Centenary bench, and Dallas again will have set point, and Rachel Firm will serve for the Crusaders. Set up for St. Martin as that's down. Tied again, 26-26, as Salazar and Proctor in for Clarinjante and St. Martin, as Proctor will take the serve. Lainey Doyle in for Rachel Firm. Deja White with the attack, but good dig by Proctor. Over quickly by Lowe, and that's going to be a point. Kill by Dayub. And again, the Crusaders will have set point. As Deja White will take the serve, former SEAC Newcomer of the Year back in 2018. Garcia blocked. Now it's going to be Dayub, and that's kept alive by Proctor. And that's going to be an error by the ladies, and set point goes to Dallas, and Dallas takes a 1-0 lead. So first set goes to Dallas, 28-26, as we have our stats from the first set. So in the first set for the Crusaders, they had 51 attacks, 16 kills, 9 attacking errors, a 120 hitting percentage, 14 assists, 3 service aces, 2 service errors, 24 digs, 1 reception error, and no blocks. For the ladies, they had 46 attacks, 11 kills, 7 attacking errors, a 0.85 hitting percentage, 10 assists, 1 service ace, no service errors, 21 digs, 3 reception errors, 1 block, which was a solo block, and no blocking assists or blocking errors. And as we take a look at our individual stats now, the leader of the game so far in kills, it is a tie by both teams. Cassie Dayub. Correction, actually Cassie Dayub with 5 kills, the solo leader in the game. So 5 kills for Dayub. Alyssa Davis with 4 for Centenary. So on the Crusader side, 5 for Dayub, 3 for White and Garcia, 2 for Doyle and Medico, and 1 for Wagner. And on Centenary side, 4 kills by Davis, 3 by St. Martin, 2 by Lowe, and 1 each for Kelly and Clarinjante. On the defensive end of things, Alyssa Davis with 5 digs in the game, ties with Lainey Doyle of Dallas for the most digs. And then 3 for Lowe and Clarence Jante. Oh, sorry, I missed this. Actually, J.C. Proctor has 6 digs. So J.C. Proctor with 6 digs, and then Davis with 5. Lowe and Clarence Jante each with 3, as well as Ligman. And Lauren Kelly with 1 dig as well, and the 1 solo block is credited to Alyssa Davis. On the Crusaders side, defensively, Aleth Annable and Lainey Doyle each with 5, Chloe Logan with 4 digs, Deja White and Abby Medico each with 3, Peyton Beza with 2, and Garcia and Rachel Firm each with 1. So those are your first set stats as the 2 teams come out. And it looks like we're going to have a new player in for the ladies, number 10, Robin Lamel, as well as Alyssa Davis, Elizabeth Epley, Tori Ligman, Jalen St. Martin, and can't quite make out the other number. Oh, that's Lamel. I already mentioned Lamel. And on the Crusaders side, first time in today, number 11, Larissa Ramirez, as well as Ilogin, Medico, Annabelle Dayub, and Wagner. So first point to the ladies in set number 2. Dallas with the lead, and Dallas scores their first point of the second set as Cassie Dayub taking the serve from close to down the middle. Serving from the left side of the basketball key. And that's going to be a point for Centenary, as some of the Centenary parents tried to do the wave with 3 people. Larissa Ramirez setting up Rachel Firm, as that's going to be defended by Davis. Attack now by St. Martin is going to be into the net. A hitting error and a point for the Crusaders. So Aleth Annable now will take this serve. Annable. Ball set up for Deja White with the attack, and that's going to be blocked at the net by Deja White and Rachel Firm. Dallas now takes their first lead of set number 2. Aleth Annable. Attack by Kelly. Dig by Dayub. Attack now by Firm. Kept alive by Davis. St. Martin now hits it long and out of bounds. Maybe a foot and a half past the end line. A 4-2 lead for Dallas early in set number 2. As that took a little bit of an awkward spin off of Lamel's hands. And attack is kept alive, and that's going to be impossible to catch up to. Lamel went after it anyway, but the way that went through the air towards the scorer's table, it was already on the Crusader side. It was hopeless at that point. And that's going to be a service error on Dallas. Subs for the ladies. as J.C. Proctor to take this serve. Serving from inside the basketball key. Attacked by Deja White and the kill. J.C. Proctor, who was the one it came towards, had no real chance. It was a little bit to her left. That just came in so fast that barely had time to react to it. Deja White with another attack, and she gets it in just in front of the end line. It's now 7-3. Blocked at the net. Kept alive. Dallas attacked by Fern, and she finds a spot on the floor. Service error by Medico, I think, took that serve. I think that was number 7. Be able to confirm that once our live stats catch up. Attack by Davis, as that's going to be a point for the ladies. And Dayoub hustles after, trying to keep it alive, as Medico and Annabelle have a miscommunication, and it's going to be a point for Centenary. Garcia on the attack. Garcia gets the kill. And I forget if I reiterated this or not, but it actually was Abby Medico on the serve from a minute ago that I didn't quite remember. As Chloe Ilogan now will take the serve from the far side, close to the corner. Deja White with the attack and the kill. Lamel tried to get under it, but came in at such a sharp angle that she really did not have a chance. And that's gonna be a kill for Lauren Kelly, as that ball ended up almost in the Crusader bench. Service by Ligman. And attack and kill by Cassie Dayoub. As Andriella Wagner runs in for Annabelle. Deja White. As Shield gets the point for Dallas. Dallas now with the largest lead by anyone today, 5 points. And she'll get a service ace, as that was Lamel again trying to defend on that serve. As we have this timeout, take a quick look at the SCAC scoreboard. And today, we have some tennis matches going on. Trinity is playing today at the ITA Regional Singles and Doubles Championship. Austin College and Southwestern also at the ITA Regional, and it looks like everyone is at the ITA Regional today. Texas Lutheran and St. Thomas also there. In volleyball, we have Schreiner and Texas Lutheran. They had a match that started this morning at 10. We'll see if we have any results. Nothing is being listed so far on the SCAC website. As Dayoub will hit it out of bounds. Well, the live stats say that the game hasn't started yet. So I don't know if they're running behind or if there are technical issues, but we'll check in on that later. And Trinity will also play Colorado today. That game will be at 1 o'clock, and that will be a point for Centenary. So Schreiner and Texas Lutheran and Trinity and Colorado also playing volleyball matches today, as well as Southwestern and St. Thomas at 3. And that looks to be about it, as that point will go to Dallas. So just men's tennis and women's volleyball today in the SCAC. Dallas with the 14-9 lead, as that's going to be blocked out of bounds. Point for Centenary. And so this SCAC scoreboard update will just be the first of a few that we'll have today. We'll keep an eye on the other volleyball scores, and we'll check back in a little bit, as that is served into the net by Davis. Check back in a little bit to see what is going on and see when the live stats finally go live. As St. Martin with the attack. Dayoub from down the middle hits it long out of bounds. As Lauren Kelly comes back into the game, it's 15-11. Crusaders with the lead. Crusaders have been leading for most of the set, kept alive, and that's going to be a point for the ladies, as that was just a little bit out of everyone's reach. Everyone able to just barely get a hand on it, but not with sufficient enough power to give the Crusaders any kind of control. And that's going to be a kill by Medico. 16-12 our score. Attack by St. Martin, and that's going to get in for the kill. As White and Medico were there on the block, but it hit off and bounced in towards the center of the floor. And a point now for Dallas. Abby Medico serving from the near corner. And service error. That'll go straight into the net. Garcia with the attack, defended by Ligman. Almost a miscommunication there as Davis just has to put it over, and a point for Dallas as Proctor was caught out of position on the attack by Deja White. Chloe Logan in for Firm. And that's going to be off of the front of the hands of Lamel, a service ace for Dallas. And that is hit to no one. And I think that was hit at Lamel again. And they've hit several serves at Lamel, and it's been mostly paying off. I'd be interested to see how many points have been scored when it's been served at Lamel, as that's served at her replacement, Chiara Letty. And Dallas now up to a 7-point lead, the largest by anyone today. And Dayoub now with the attack, defended by Ligman. Davis now, ball comes back over and killed by Kelly. Well, it looks like there was an error there as the official is giving that point to Dallas. So now that's hit long and out of bounds, but that was potentially a big momentum shift that just got taken away by the call. Not entirely sure what the error was. I didn't see what the official signaled. That goes out of bounds. Attack by White, defended, and now another attack by Dallas. Centenary just has to get it over. Attack by Garcia as that hits off of the fingertips of multiple ladies, and that will go out of bounds. Dallas now just 2 points away from taking the very commanding 2-0 lead. As Davis gets the kill. Attack and kill by Andriella Wagner. And Dallas now at set point as Garcia will take this serve. Attack by Davis, kept alive by Dallas, and Dayoub is blocked at the net. Dayoub keeps it alive again, and Garcia, attack by Wagner. And that's going to be a point for the ladies. As it's now 24-18, subs coming in. It's Lamel in for Leedy. And I think Larissa Ramirez just came in for Garcia. Lamel on the attack, popped up by Medico. Wagner mistimes it, barely grazes her fingertips. And so a hitting error for Dallas and a point for the ladies. As Centenary trying to mount a comeback here in the second set. As that's going to be the final point of the set for Dallas. Cassie Dayoub again, 2 sets in a row, gets the last point. And so the Crusaders win the second set and go up 2-0. So we'll get you the live stats in just one moment. So Dallas with a 2-0 lead here in this first game of this 3-game series today. Dallas and Centenary, your first game today, followed by Centenary and Austin at 3, and then Dallas and Austin will play the nightcap at 6. So here are our stats through 2 sets. For the Crusaders, they've had 83 attacks, 29 kills, 13 attacking errors, a 193 hitting percentage, 24 assists, 8 service aces, 5 service errors, 37 digs, 1 reception error, 1 total block, no solo blocks, and 2 block assists with no blocking errors. For Centenary, 71 attacks, 18 kills, 9 attacking errors, a 127 hitting percentage, 15 assists, 1 service ace, 1 service error, 31 digs, 8 reception errors, and still just 1 block in the game, the solo block that came in the first set. And so, thus far, Dayoub, White, and St. Martin leading both teams with 7 kills. On the Crusaders side, Dayoub, White with 7, Garcia with 5, Wagner with 4, Medico with 3, Doyle with 2, and Firm with 1. And on the ladies' side, St. Martin with 7, Davis with 6, Lowe with 2, and then Clarence Jante, Epley, and Kelly each with 1. On the defensive side, Alyssa Davis leading all players with 8 digs, JC Proctor with 6, Clarence Jante and Ligman each with 5, Lowe with 3, Lamel with 2, and Kelly and Epley each with 1. On the Crusaders side, Annabelle has 7 digs, leading Dallas. Ilogin, Doyle, and White each with 5. Garcia and Medico each with 4. Ramirez, Beza, and Firm with 2, and Cassie Dayoub with 1 dig. So at our next break, we'll give you a look at the U Dallas sports for the weekend. We had a couple of soccer matches yesterday, and I believe we also had a cross-country meet yesterday as well, and I think we also have some more soccer games tomorrow. Golf also played in a tournament earlier this week. I believe they finished second in that tournament. And I think golf is off this week. It looks like they, in fact, are off this week. But we'll wait to take the full look at the weekend sports until our next time out, as Dallas with the 2-0 lead here in set number 3, leading 2-0. And a couple of blocks in a row at the net by the Crusaders, and that's going to be out of bounds. Point for Dallas. I think that was low on the far side, hitting it down the sideline, but out of bounds. And another point for the Crusaders. So Dallas starting off strong here in set number 3. A 4-0 lead as Cassie Dayoub will continue the serves for the Crusaders. And St. Martin puts it over. Dig by Ramirez, as that will get down. A 5-0 lead now for the Crusaders. Another serve, standing serve by Dayoub. Attack by Lamel into the net, a hitting error, and Dallas playing well early on. The ladies not playing very well at all in this third set. As we get that timeout, and so we'll take a look at what the weekend sports were. So, yesterday, the Crusaders soccer teams played Austin College up in Sherman. Dallas split the games on the day, a 2-0 win for the women's team and a 2-1 loss for the men's team. And there is listed on the schedule a game for tomorrow for women's soccer. Supposed to be a game against McMurray tomorrow, but it also says canceled, so I'm going to have to confirm that the game against McMurray tomorrow is indeed canceled. And another point for Dallas, as Dallas now has a 7-0 lead. And so, as we take a look at cross country, who I do believe ran yesterday, and that's going to be another point for Dallas. So in the women's 6K yesterday in St. Paul, Minnesota, so that's going to be out of bounds and a point for the ladies. So the Crusaders as a team finishing 23rd with a team score of 693. Tough field in the far north, as Crusader star, SCAC champion and South-Southeast regional champion Anna Wilgenbush finished 44th for the Crusaders, running a 23:52.3 in the 6K. And that's going to be a point for the ladies. And so that race yesterday on native turf for Wilgenbush, as she's from St. Paul, Minnesota. So Anna Wilgenbush is a senior this year. two seniors this year for the Crusaders, Wilden Bush and Isabella Childs. So this is Wilden Bush's senior home meet in Minnesota. I would imagine, looking at the schedule, that there's probably going to be a meet in Kansas at some point. Which I think is the Bill Libby Invitational on the 16th. Seem to recall the Crusaders having gone to that meet in the past, which I do believe is in Kansas. That is something I will also attempt to confirm. As the Crusaders get another point, it is 11-3, largest lead of the match. And that goes out of bounds, and another point for Dallas. So it looks like I was wrong, as Dallas now stretches the game to a 10-point lead. Bill Libby Invitational. That is a meet that the Crusaders have gone to before, but it's in Abilene, not Kansas. Another point for Dallas, keeping it at a 10-point lead. Garcia with the attack and Garcia with the kill. And another point for Dallas, as Centenary is just not playing well here in set number 3. They're just out of it. And we have another timeout. Well, I am unable to confirm where the Crusaders meet next Friday on the 1st is. The Chili Pepper Festival 6K. So it is, in fact, a possibility that the Crusaders are not going to Kansas at all this year. And another point for Dallas as they're just running away with it right now. And so it looks like I was finally able to find something. So it looks like it will actually be in Arkansas, hosted by the University of Arkansas. So that's where the Crusaders will be going on Friday. And so getting back to the results from the meet yesterday, as that hits the floor and will be a point for Centenary. And another point for Centenary. So for Dallas, Anna Wilgenbush, as I mentioned, finished 44th in a very large field. 27 teams at this meet in Minnesota. Wilgenbush finished 44th. And Alyssa Harris scoring 152 for the Crusaders, running with a time of 27:14. And the other Crusader in the top three for Dallas, Grace Eberwein, 161 points, running 27:52.2. And so on the men's side, on the 8K, Dallas finishing 27th as the top three were Thomas Lagarde, 157 points, running the 8K in 29:32.2. Then the next two Crusaders, Luke LaCour and Ethan Reyes, at 171 and 172, running at 30:18.5 and 30:20.2. So very large meet, a lot of competition, and in the cold of the far north, as that ball will get down. First time I believe the Crusaders have been to Minnesota in definitely the time that I've been here over the last 6 years. And another point for the ladies, as we'll have a timeout by Dallas. And so that, I believe, wraps up the weekend sports for Dallas. The two soccer games from yesterday, the cross-country meet from yesterday, and the possible game tomorrow. As we take a look at some of the stats from yesterday, Claire Reed and Avery Seaman, both with goals scored for Dallas yesterday. Both goals unassisted. Dallas getting a lot of shots yesterday, as Seaman had 6 shots, leading everyone. Andrea Copey and Brittany Zapata both had 4. Maddie Rodriguez with 3. Most anyone had for Austin College was 2. So Dallas, I believe, puts them in the puts them above the 500 line. And as we look at the stats from the men's game, Dallas fell behind 2-0 in the first half. Chase Reynolds and Jose Martinez each with 4 shots in the game, but the goal for Dallas came from Brady McNamara, which came in the 72nd minute. Fairly even stats for the game, as that gets down and is a point for the ladies. Austin College, 11 shots in the game, Dallas with 10. Each team's with 3 saves. Austin with 4 corner kicks, Dallas with 3, and Dallas with 17 fouls, and Austin College with 16. Deja White with the point. And unsurprisingly, there were a lot of fouls in this game, as Dallas and Austin College always get very chippy when they play each other in pretty much every sport. 33 fouls by both teams, 3 yellow cards in the game, 2 by Austin, 1 by Dallas, as that's going to go out of bounds. Point for Centenary. .22 14-hour score, as that's blocked at the net, and that will be a point for Dallas, as they get to 2 points away from sweeping Centenary in the first game of the day, and that will be a point for Centenary. Point for Centenary. They bring it down to 7. As Dallas on the women's side is now 4-3, and this is the first time this season that they have been over 500. As we'll have another timeout by the Crusaders using their last timeout. And so, looking at the men's soccer team, Dallas, who started off the season really well. They started off 3-0, have struggled in their last 4 games, losing 2-1 to Coe College, 3-1 to Howard Payne, 3-1 to Colorado College, and 2-1 to Austin. They conclude a practically month-long road trip, 6 straight games on the road. And so they'll be coming back for a pair of home games to start October, one on October 1st against Austin and one on October 8th against Colorado. Then back on the road they go for 4 games, and they finish the season on the 29th and the 31st against St. Thomas and Centenary, as Dallas will get that point and are 1 point away from sweeping Centenary. Attack and kill by Liz Lowe. (24-18) as the Crusaders look to end it, and they do. Cassie Dayoub with the finishing touch for the 3rd set in a row. And that will do it. So our final score, a 3-0 victory for Dallas, winning 28-26, 25-17, and 25-18. So, our final stats. In all 3 sets, Dallas had 120 attacks, 44 kills, 17 attacking errors, a .225 hitting percentage, 38 assists, 10 service aces, 7 service errors, 53 digs, 2 reception errors, 1 block, 1 total block, 0 solo, and 2 block assists with no blocking errors. On Centenary side, they had 107 attacks, 27 kills, 14 attacking errors, a 121 hitting percentage, 22 assists, 2 service aces, 2 service errors, 45 digs, 10 reception errors, 2 total blocks, 1 solo, and 2 block assists with no blocking errors. Deja White leading all players today with 11 kills. Cassie Dayoub right behind her with 10, and the leaders on Centenary side, Alyssa Davis and Jalen St. Martin, each with 9. Alyssa Davis leading all players in total attacks with 26. And on the Crusader side, Cassie Dayoub with 22 attacks, followed by Deja White with 20. And on Centenary side, Jalen St. Martin also was over 20 with 22. And St. Martin leading the ladies with a .318 hitting percentage, .269 hitting percentage for Alyssa Davis. But Deja White leading everyone today with a .450 hitting percentage. Isabel Garcia at .389. Cassie Dayoub at .318, and Andriella Wagner at .312. Abby Medico leading Dallas with 16 assists in the game, and in fact leading everyone today, as Marichelle Clarenjante had only 14 assists for Centenary. Alyssa Davis with 10 digs in the game. Elise Annabelle leading everyone with 12. And the 2 block assists for the Crusaders were by Rachel Firm and Deja White. And on Centenary side, Alyssa Davis with the solo block, and Liz Lowe and Elizabeth Epley with the 2 block assists. So our final score again, a 3-0 sweep by the Crusaders over the ladies in set scores of 28-26, 25-17, and 25-18. And so with the win today, the Crusaders improve to 5-6 on the season, The ladies dropped to 9 and 7. And so we have 96 minutes about on the clock before we have Centenary and Austin College for the second game today. And so we will step aside. But before we go and prepare for the second match, I'd just like to remind you once again that today's game is brought to you by College TV Ticket. You can get all of University of Dallas sports information and statistics at udallasathletics.com. And don't forget to stay current on all of your SEAC sports. Make sure you catch up on all of the sports for all of the teams across the SEAC and get your news, score, standings, and schedules at SEACsports.com. I'm Kevin McGurk, and we will see you in about an hour and a half for game number 2.